everyone. It's November 20th, and I have been doing so much writing and preparation for Yule for Mystic Miracles that I'm in the mindset. And really, it's kind of turning towards there. It's almost Thanksgiving for us Americans, and the holidays, the winter holidays, however you might celebrate them, are coming up. Family time, all that stuff. So let's just go ahead, and I'm going to apologize for my cold, and I'm going to apologize for the construction that's about to be happening outside the windows. And here we are, happily anyway. So let's do something for kind of some guidance between now and Yule, now and the solstice, now and Christmas. Let's do something for work, passion, what we give to the world, something for family dynamics, and I think something for just kind of managing our own emotional lives, because that's how the holidays can be. La 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 la, you and me, okay? So this would be, oh, lovely, strength for our passion. The Four of Cups for family dynamic. And the Chariot, ooh, for our interior worlds. So a lot going on here. We've got two kind of consecutively falling major arcana cards, and then the little old Four of Cups. So there's a lot happening in the interior world, and a lot happening in our own kind of evolution in work. And what I mean by work is your passion and whatever gift you are giving to the world or most wanting to give to the world. So whether you're in your ideal situation or still moving towards a calling and feeling like you found your a good place to express your gifts, this is about that journey. And what we have is strength. So the story I like to tell about this card is that of animal training, me being from a circus background. This is gentle strength. This is not the lion with the lion tamer with a whip. This is what goes on ideally behind the scenes, which is kind of a relationship, a give and take, a gentle kind of coaxing. And this one, there are depictions that make this a little better. You can see that the lion is kind of submissive here, and that the lady with her eternity headdress is, just sort of like demonstrating that. So there is kind of an undercurrent of balance of power in the strength card. But ideally that balance of power is really equal. Strength in major arcana would better be called, I don't know, gentle strength or equanimity or something like that. So this is coming at us in the position of passion. And I feel like it's just inviting us to definitely apply persistence and apply sort of like the method. I think that strength is gained, gentle strength is gained with a kind of step-by-step incremental process of influence, right? And with the eternity symbol, we see that that's influence through kindness and compassion and yeah, just kind of like presence, like a real awareness and presence being brought to the relationship between this woman and her inner godhead and her inner like beast. And let's just call those the same thing for right now. I think in this case that's what we're seeing. So the passion in our passions, the lion within us that is seeking to be expressed, is best expressed right now through this gentle persistence, and through giving ourselves kind of like something dependable in the same way that a child or a animal responds best when you have just a system that is absolutely dependable and you're totally accountable for it. We need to be completely accountable for our own systems right now to coax that part of us that is most passionate into being expressed, and that part of our gifts that is most available into being expressed. Yes, the part of our gifts that the world needs the most. Right? That's what calling is all about, that famous quote. So, fantastic. Moving on, we had calling, and then we had family dynamics. No surprise, it's a little bit of a look of discontent in this card. No matter how wonderful or terrible your family is, it's triggering. It's just trigger town. And, you know, everyone will move along the scale of their availability to be triggered by their parents and their siblings and their home religion, or let's just say their abandoned religion. That's often the case, like, or the religion that they came back home to. All of those are just a trigger town. So, yeah, the Four of Cups, you see a fellow here basically sitting in discontent. This is sort of a card of non-enchantment, of seeing the gifts before him and the emotional, I don't know, like the emotional things that are available, the cups that are full, and just kind of being like, meh, yeah, I've seen these 1,000 times before, and I still don't, they're still not filling me up, and I don't even feel like reaching out to touch them right now. So, on the other hand, there's this coming out. So the other place in the cards that we see a hand or something like just sprouting out of a cloud like this is in the aces. And the aces are just potential. They're the seed of every gift that suit and that element has to offer. So here the cups have reached some stability, and cups are water and intuition. And in fact, our emotional life, like while it seeks stability constantly, it's only because we are, oh yeah, that's a good construction sound. That was a good, nice one. So it's only because that is like the then flowing out and movement from that place is how we develop and continue to be engaged in our emotional lives and our intuitive lives. Emotional intuitive life is a constant state of flux and exploration. It doesn't do that well with stability. So I think that's, or not stability, it doesn't do that well with stagnation, right? It doesn't do well with stagnation. And what this is showing is kind of a dude who's feeling stagnated. And what's coming out of the clouds is the thing that's going to release them from that. Release them into more flow again, and release them into more inspiration again. So there's going to be a gift in this family dynamics in going up to this holiday period of time, and maybe during the holidays, this sort of like an emotional availability, a door that will open, that will allow you to drink from the cups that are available, or maybe find one that is more enticing and more nourishing to you. So yeah, even though this is sort of a card of a little bit of a shadow cast over a sunny day, I think in this case it actually represents an opportunity and a breakthrough and a ray of light in terms of this time between now and then, getting ready for some family contact or some lack of family contact, both of which are just all about Trigger Tower. Yeah. And the third one is the Chariot. The Chariot for your interior state, your emotional life. Just kind of like what's going on, what's bubbling up to the surface from underneath, because that's what that stuff is all about. So we're looking a little bit about external, maybe astrological or zeitgeist influences. We're looking at subconscious personal stories coming through. All of this is just kind of interior landscape stuff. And what you have is the Chariot. So the Chariot is often interpreted as kind of like mastery of will, and the metaphor, the allegory of the chariot race is being in concert with the thing that is pulling you forward, or in mastery of it, just sort of having, it's like this crisis and this focal point, which is similar to any sport or contest in which the physical body and the mental awareness and your strategic mind and all of that is online. Basically, a chariot and the chariot race is a self-constructed contest that is like a false trauma that puts you into a position of being completely aware, right? And in this case, because this is the tarot, what we're talking about is a spiritual crisis in a way, but sort of one that is just pure opportunity. One that brings online all the various parts of yourself. The part that can navigate a course, the part that can be in competition with the elements around you, the part that can be in cooperation with the elements around you. The sphinxes here are, duality. And I think that just indicates that we function within duality for whatever stupid reason. We humans, I think we just cannot help but sort of interacting with the matrix in terms of comparisons. And so this is just sort of laying out, this is the field on which we play, and there will be coming from our internal landscapes kind of opportunity to play in that field in a state of like real immediate engagement between now and the holidays, between now and the solstice, between now and Yule. So this is momentum. you know, this kind of crisis of self, which is not a crisis of self in the way that the Tower or the Devil or any of that is. It's almost like a crisis of self in the way that, I don't know, like Temperance or something is, or the Star, like some, all of that sort of gentle healing coming online cards. In this case, this is an active, engaging, challenging coming online. It's still a coming online. It's still an being able to tap into yourself and your resources, and from there to sort of become available to the flow of the universe. So we are stepping into the flow. We are stepping into the flow here in a really like active and kind of exciting way. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was the thing that's going to break this ho-hum open for us in terms of family dynamic, right? Absolutely. And that this is the thing that's breaking open this opportunity in passion, or maybe even like bringing forward the challenge in our passion and in our calling, and the necessity to keep this gentle discipline going, in terms of bringing that passion to heal, and then gently and presenting it out into the world as a gift. So yeah, I'm really interested how this is gonna show up, or how this is gonna feel. And it's just fascinating to think of the Chariot kind of coming out in all these different ways in different people. So anyway, have a beautiful day. That's Daily Tarot for the day. Please comment and please subscribe. And you can find me and all my services through the links provided, full readings and the like. All right, have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow.